Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon, coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV. So, if I remember right, I think we ended the last episode with us having to... I think we're heading to different parts of Ishgard, Gridania. Oh yes, that is right, we had, calls that a possible rebellion's about to break out between the people of Low Alamigo, or the resistance groups, thanks to, Griffin. And the hopes of starting an all-out war between them and Garlemald. Also, I apologize ahead of time if I don't sound either A, I might sound different, or B, I probably, well, actually no, there's several things. One, A, I'll probably not sound that well. B, I'm probably going to be in pain, so my ability to tolerate things are going to probably be down. And C, if I scream at all, just know that it's good. Greetings, Warrior of Light. What business brings you to Ishgard? See, wait here, Mona. I'll summon Sir Emmerich. Just got my implant next stage done. Choose a little. My area around my mouth's kind of sore. Pop 2 ibuprofens and hope that I'll tolerate pain. Good to see you, my friend. 'Tis but a pity it must be under such circumstances. Had Lucia not informed me of the urgency of your suit, I would certainly have sent for some wine. But to business. I thank you for bringing these developments in Alamigo to our attention. Ishgard will, of course, send an envoy to attend the council in Gridania. I cannot say who will represent us, however, as the choice is not mine to make, not mine alone at any rate. Given the evidence of the threat, we may forego the formalities of a full assembly, but I will still need to consult my counterpart in the House of Commons prior to proceeding. Will you permit me some time to make the necessary arrangements? I thank you. Here we go. Representative, whomever we select will require a suitable escort. Make your preparations and inform Sir Hydaelyn that he is to lead in your absence. Yes, Lord Commander. I pray accompany Lucia to the gates of Engine and make ready to depart for Gridania. I will have our envoy join you as soon as I can. Fury speed you on your way. Oh. I actually wasn't thinking about recording today. I was actually gonna wait a little bit longer, but hopefully the ibuprofen kicks in. Worst comes to worst, I have backup ibuprofen. The ones I used was over the counter. The other one I have is still the medication from last time. If you have no other business in the city, join me at the Gates of Judgment. We must be ready to depart the instant the envoy arrives. Yeah, I didn't think it'd be as sore as it is, but it's pretty sore, so I'm hoping 2 ibuprofens do it good. More people here. It's more than I'm used to. 2 people at least. Where am I supposed to go? Ah, so good there. Oh, okay. I thought it'd be here at the front entrance. Now we gotta go to the other side. Hoo-yah. 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 Or maybe I won't record too many episodes today, maybe 1 or 2. You are perhaps wondering who will represent Ishgard at the council. As this is a military matter, it should not be surprised Sir Emmerich nominated himself. He is yet Lord Commander of the Temple Knights after all. Factual. Meet again. As it happens, my counterpart in the House of Commons agreed that I should act as Ishgard's envoy. Not I can see that there was ever any real doubt. As Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, it's my duty to sanction any military cooperation. Or cooperation, yeah. Be that as may, I cannot, in good conscience, make the decision alone, not with the ink scarce dry in a public book of statutes. I trust you to understand, my friend. Alas, I must test your patience still further by making a brief stop at Camp Dragonhead. Given the trouble brewing at the Black Shroud, I would see that the garrison is ready to defend the border. We are. Ugh. Although the other thing is I haven't had anything to eat all day. Yesterday was a great day. Mickey D's breakfast, cup of coffee. I haven't had my coffee yet today. Probably won't at all. But Sir, my counterpart saw the wisdom in his coming. Few, if any, in Eshgar can claim to possess his expertise in both politics and warfare. Guess commander waits within. Why not accompany me, Hydaelyn? You seem a familiar face. Hydaelyn, old girl, how wonderful to see you, and Sir Emmerich too. To what do I owe these unexpected pleasures? I will have some mulled wine brought up from the kitchens at once, if you will excuse. Nay, do not trouble yourself, Honoro. We shall soon be on our way. Lucia, a brief summary, if you will. Yes, Lord Commander. Those villains hardly need an excuse to wage war. Bloodletting comes as naturally as breathing to a girl. I mean, to an Imperial. And thus we shall strengthen our patrols as you suggest. We shall also be sure to communicate these developments to Lord Francel and the Obsidor Vitorium. I see you have everything in hand. Carry on, Commander. Surprised to see yours truly at the helm. You and me both, old girl. I doubt I'll ever feel worthy to sit where he sat. Oh, got a portrait of him there. That's nice. I approve. Yeah, we can play, but yet we can but play the hand we're dealt, and with a little help from the veterans and Honoro's ceaseless chiding, I'm sure I'll muddle through. So worry not, old girl. Off to Gridania with you. So he's in charge of Camp Dragonhead. It's actually a really cool thing they left that photo there, or that portrait there, because it's kind of like a good remembrance. Like he was, well-liked commander here, did a great job, loved by everybody. Holy crap, you died. That's a low level. Called it. I recognize that armor. Better welcome to our visit of Mishgard. Seems so peaceful, one would scarce believe that Balasar's wall and wretched Alamigo lie just a few short bombs away. Diplomatic duties have brought me here on several occasions, but I find that I am enraptured by the Black Shroud's beauty now as when first I laid eyes upon it. I fear this time, however, our event shall not afford us the luxury of enjoying the splendor of the forest. Seems we are to have an escort to the Lotus Stand, a pleasant place to discuss unpleasant matters, is it not? Yes, of course. 'Tis like we are last to arrive. Let us announce ourselves, shall we? Why do I gotta run over there? Oh. There's snowmen here. Oh yeah, I forgot they updated this place to where they have all this Christmas stuff out. Invite from Mishgard has arrived. Very good. This way, if you please. No, the Menza party as well. Admiral, you agree? Hope to slip in unnoticed, but I see I was not the only one delayed in my arrival. Greetings, Sir Emmerich. Admiral, always a pleasure. And Hydaelyn, I trust you are well. 'Tis a day for reunions. It seems I believe you are well acquainted with my escort. Lady Hydaelyn, I was glad to hear from Riol that the mystic signs have now been found. There's much and more I would discuss with you, but let us first attend to the issue at hand, shall we?
I bid you welcome, my friends. As you will by now be aware, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have come into possession of certain intelligence concerning recent developments in the region of Eorzea. It springs, I am assured, from an unimpeachable source. Is that not so, Master Alphino?
Indeed, Elder Seedseer. Our information comes directly from a member of the Resistance's inner circle, and we have no cause to doubt its veracity.
This Griffin of theirs is a fool if he thinks he can hold Belsar's wall against the Empire. When the Imperials move to take it back, they will come in force. And the resulting fighting is all but certain to spill over into the Black Shroud.
At the Battle of Cartano, the combined might of 3 Grand Companies labored to contend with the remnants of but a single Imperial Legion. Alone, Gridania would be hard-pressed indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation to invasion.
May I once more convey my nation's deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to the calamity. 'Tis a stain upon our ledger that I would fain remove. Elder Seedseer, I do hereby request leave to deploy a defensive force within the borders of Gridania. Ishgard's return to the Alliance shall be honored by more than mere ink upon parchment.
The Doman people, too, would join any effort that weakens our common foe. We are few, but our most seasoned shinobi are at your disposal.
On behalf of my people, I offer you my humble thanks. Gridania welcomes your assistance.
It is time we set our contingency plans in motion. Is the Alliance agreed? Then let us make ready for war. Victory favors the swift. There is much to be done.
The Council knows that Alamigo will not soon be wrested from the Empire, and its decision to bolster the border's defenses seems eminently practical. Why then, brother, do you scowl so?
I agree that they have chosen the wisest course available. Indeed, the only reasonable one. Yet something feels awry. In making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting the Griffin the very thing he desired? Any attempt to hold the wall is doomed to failure, aye. But I wonder if we have misjudged the prize for which he plays.
That the Council was able to reach an accord so swiftly is heartening. Development in itself. I only hope my misgivings prove unfounded. Good you have yet to depart. I feared I had missed you. Sir Emmerich. Master Alphino, a pleasure as always, and Mistress Eorzea, how wonderful to see you thus recovered. Pardon the interruption. I had hoped to thank Hydaelyn for serving as our escort before our other duties called her away. Also, I wish to thank our Doman ally, who is hiding at a tree. My lord, was but awaiting an opportune moment to join the conversation, and a force of habit made me keep to the shadows. No apologies is necessary, Mistress Yugiri. I was most grateful for your interjection when I offered Ishgard support. My nation's historic failure is to heed the Alliance pleas for aid is a matter of record. Even so, the Alliance were plainly unprepared for the impromptu apology. The resulting air of awkwardness might have lingered longer were it not for your timely offer of cooperation, which allowed the Elder Seer to accept us both. I very much appreciated the gesture. I only did my duty, Sir Emmerich. The Empire is an enemy to us all. We are grateful for the opportunity to fight at your side. Ooh. And full glad are we to have you. Pray convey my regards to the Scions. My friends, we must return to Ishgard. Whatever is wrong with the simple sorry or thank you, must these politicians always make speeches out of everything? Tell that to freaking Alpha now. That's how we adults speak, dear sister. May have the ones who like the sound of their own voice. In any case, our business here is concluded. Shall we be on our way as well? Will you come, Mr. Reverso, you agree? Actually, I think I should pay a brief visit to the Shroud. I'm curious to know how Papalima and Ida fared in their talks with the Sylphs. Not to mention what has been going on at Belisar's Wall. I hope to join you at the Rising Stones anon. It's hard to take any of that seriously when you have a freaking Christmas tree behind you. Is that me? Just me? Good. Oh wow, they're outside. Now I'm astonished by how closely Mr. Saturday resembles Master Aphano. The very mannerisms are alike. From a distance, I should be hard-pressed to tell one from the other, until they open their mouth, of course. I'm shaking my head, yeah. Yeah, pretty accurate. Welcome back, Eileen. I don't know about you, but I'm heartily glad that all the talking's over. I understand that these council meetings are important, but do you not find it tiresome to weigh on every word before you speak of it? I doubt I will ever feel at home in the realm of politics. That said, people have been known to change. If my brother is willing to run his own errands, anything is possible. Well, as much as I enjoyed the bustle of the toll, I think it's time we headed inside. My brother and the others will not be long. Back. Ah, you returned from the council. Well, what of Alphano? Did some other matter requires attention? Mine apologies, friends. I trust you have not kept waiting over long. Greetings, everyone. Oh, Kryle, how's Nago doing? She'll be alright, won't she? I don't see why not. She's sleeping at the moment. Tataru's keeping an eye on her, so we'll see soon enough if there's any change in her condition. Wounds are healing well with sufficient rest. I'm certain she'll make a full recovery. Thank goodness for that. Now, mayhap you would share us with the Council's decision. Each of the nations, Ishgard included, has committed to providing military support to Gridania. The Eorzean Alliance will have a significant force in the Black Shroud ready to respond to any Imperial act of aggression. You know, I almost wish the Council would stop messing around and give Griffin what he wants. I would like to be the Imperial cop between the Resistance and the Alliance. You cannot seriously. One does not lightly go to war with the Garlean Empire. Quite to open hostilities without due consideration would be to invite disaster. If only there was some way to reach the Griffin, some means to convince him to abandon his reckless course. May not be entirely unfeasible. There is a network of tunnels beneath Belisar's walls, secret passages dug by the Resistance to provide a way out of Alamigo, which may equally serve as a way in. Precisely, if all are in agreement, I would be the one to undertake the necessary negotiations. I am familiar with the route, and the Resistance is familiar with me. Not as familiar as they are with me, you mean? Say what you want, I'm coming too. Some experience in practice infiltration. If you would have me, my services are at your disposal. As are mine. Far too long since I shared a shadow with a shinobi, and I do not intend to waste the opportunity. 4 is quite sufficient for an infiltration mission. Greater numbers will only serve to increase the risk of detection. Crown and I will direct our energies elsewhere. What of you Louviers? I will return to these shrouds, stand over watch of the border. Should matters take a turn for the worst, 'twould seem wise to be on hand. Might I prevail you to accompany me, Hydaelyn? Gridania will be safer for your presence. And, while it may not seem the most thrilling duty, dear sister, might I ask you to remain at the Rising Sun to pass on messages and so on. To hold the fort, you mean? Very well, I suppose task must fall to someone. Safe travels, all of you. I suspect Tatara will have little trouble facilitating communication between our forces under normal circumstances, but I can see she has her hands full nursing that resistance fighter back to health. No matter, my turn in the field will come. If any unfinished business is told, pray attend to it now. I would depart for Hawthorne Hut without delay. Nearby watchtower offers an unobstructed view of Balasar's wall, and I should be interested to speak to the Alliance commanders who have installed themselves at its top. Oh, while they do that, I'm actually going to go talk to everybody. Our crowd had resist fire to more private change. Okay, so nothing's updated between them. Yeah. A big change. I hate my cats. They're clawing the door. They're about to claw in. They're breaking in. And the army! I mean, perhaps if his dad my standing was just a little, but I am confident I have a reasonable chance of putting a stop to this madness before events spiral out of control. Yes, fair to middling at the very least. I am no ninja, but I do spend some moons in the Charlayan homeland learning how to move unseen. When Yuguri and my humble self, Ida and Papalim will be well protected. All I'm saying is that it wouldn't be the worst thing if we end up joining the Griffin side against the Empire. I mean, it's going to happen sooner or later, isn't it? My fellow shinobi required little encouragement to take their place amongst the Alliance forces massing in Gridania. I'm most eager to cross blades with the armies of Garlemald once more. Why the hell is there a little squirrel there? Ah, there you are. Come. Of Mirsac Spire awaits. The Alliance officers on the platform should be able to apprise of any developments at the wall. Fancy meeting the two of you here. We are about to set forth. Indeed, I was about to say 12 march over you, but I doubt you have need of divine protection, even if you are venturing into enemy territory. Don't worry, Alphna. We'll have the Griffin by the scruff of the neck before you know it. Don't make up your mind, Ida. Nary a moment ago, you seemed ready to shake the Griffin by the hand rather than by the neck. So which is it to be? Which seemed best to decide before we enter into negotiations? Trust me, Papolino, I'll shake whatever needs shaking. The talking part I leave to you. I think I have a headache coming on. Let's be on our way, shall we? Some things never change. Well then, shall we make for the spire? Our Alliance friends will doubtless have news for us. Oh, that's not that far away. I could just run. I don't feel like flying. Especially to this area. We actually haven't been here yet. So, I think if I remember right, that's the tower. And where is... to our right. Welcome, Warrior of Light. I assume you're here to speak with our commanding officers. Find them on the observation platform. Pray proceed. Greetings, my friend. 'Tis good to see you both well. Was hoping you might turn up. I dragged half the watch here, see, and the sight of you might help remind me why I bothered. Never serves. I have not seen many of you since the day of the grand melee. Having borne the blunt of your blows, may I say that what an honor it is to stand by your side. 'Tis heartening indeed to see the realm's most stalwart defenders thus gathered in the common cause. Speaking of which, what news from the wall? All has been quiet. Sounds quiet. For what? Seven hells. Fighting is broken out on top of the wall. A full-scale assault. Says Griffin has made his move. Someone has. And what's that supposed to mean? Attackers, they're wearing Grand Company colors. Possible, we gave no such order. Of course, the wall was never the Griffin's target, it was the bait. We've been goaded into deploying our armies nearby, thus lending weight to this deception. If those uniforms were convincing enough to deceive my scouts, the Empire will surely think we launched an offensive. This could mean war. Even so, this may yet be no more than a diversion. With the armies of the Alliance occupying the Empire's attention, it would be comparatively easy for the Griffin supporters to slip into Alamigo. He then decide a rebellion among the populace, which the Imperial Reserve would be hard-pressed to contain. The Eorzeans, meanwhile, would be plunged into chaos. Hydaelyn, we must make for the wall at once. What, just the two of you? Companions embarked on a mission to sway the Griffin from his course, and are likely to halfway to his command post by now. They will emerge in the midst of a raging battle, and I do not mean to abandon them to their fate. It will be dangerous, aye, but the confusion may work to our advantage. If we are careful to avoid skirmishing, it may yet be possible to reach the Griffin, and if we can do that. Lady Hilda, might I ask that you have an airship ready to bear the Scions to safety? I don't know who this Lady Hilda is, Marshal, but you can count on me. Prepare for Imperial reprisals, may the navigator guide us through the storm. For comrades, the time has come to drive the Emperor from Alamigo and force actions upon those who have turned their backs to our suffering for so long. Let this be a victory, be the first step in the liberation of our homeland. Alamigo will be free no matter the cost. Alright, so now we gotta run over here. I know nothing. Daughter, we follow faint. Let's cover your advance. May the crystal light guide you forward. What Papalima told me, the trail ahead should lead us into the shadow of the wall. So we have two objectives. I suggest we divide our forces. I shall make straight ways for the tunnels and attempt to intercept our comrades ere they stumble into a bloodbath. While I do so, I must ask you to scale the wall. Know that I would not propose such a course if there were any other way. But the time for subtlety is past. Take command of your most trusted companions and cut a path through the Griffin. Make him see reason by any means necessary. Once we're free of the tunnels, we will make for your position with all due haste, and if everything proceeds according to plan, Hydaelyn will be then swoop in and spirit us all away to safety. I only pray that we have enough time. Alright guys, although unfortunately I do have to end the episode right, yes, we'll actually end it going this way. Belisar's walls lined up behind us, very good. So, again, as I sat there and said, I apologize, but I do gotta end the episode. We're reaching, it might end a few minutes short of 30 minutes, but seeing as we're heading into a dungeon and stuff next, it's gonna be a long episode. So please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. We come back, ladies and gents, more Final Fantasy XIV, and I'll be sure to see you guys next time. Thanks.